Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Faith Black Lights, we take a look at this. And what this is from Willy Pete's, not to be confused with the Smokin' Head experience, also from Willy Pete's. This is the Puckerbutt chocolate candy bar. Delicious dark chocolate with Carolina Reapers, the Mighty Mighty Reapers, and Fresnos. I share Smokin' Head Curry's fondness for Fresnos, to be certain. And, all right, we have this. I'm not quite sure what happened to this label. Definitely, I ordered this in some of the warmer months. And I think I got a little temperature there in the shipping. And that's fine. All right, so what do we have? We have the usual stuff to make a chocolate, and we have Carolina Reapers and Fresnos. So Carolinas are first. We do not have a heat rating on this, however. This is one of the more nondescript labels I think I've seen from Willy Pete's. And this is one of the few of the normal size Willy Pete chocolate bars that I hadn't done. So there's a whole playlist of other chocolate bars if you're interested in the others. But I kind of keep half an eye on Willy Pete's, just if there's some kind of newer stuff to maybe throw in there. Because I think this is, Willy Pete's I think does something unique and special in terms of chocolate bars. And definitely I want to partake as a when that becomes available. Oh man, okay, what's going on here? Well, it appears we've fused the outer label to the inner label. Ooh, I wonder here. So I think we got some oils or something leaching through here. This will be interesting. As you can see, we definitely had some melting going on here. But I mean, that's just how it goes when you order these in the warmer months. And I think they're sold out of these now. I don't know if they're still around or not, but that was my fear. And I thought, well, even if it is during the warmer months, I'm just going to do it anyway. Oh boy. So the pepper bits are powdered as usual. All right. Oh, it smells really good. It smells very cocoa-y, actually. Maybe because of the temperatures, but that's not going to stop us. Let's get into it. Right away, I smell the Reaper powder. Yeah, a little bit of heat to these. Not like a challenge bar, but the chocolate does remind me of some of the other challenge bars. I want you to know, I've done a few of those too. There's a little bit of something gritty here. There might actually be some more coarsely ground up bits of pepper in here. Right now I'm sitting at about a 1. This is reminiscent of some of the other ones where it's a really high quality chocolate. I really don't like those bits of grit there in this. That's kind of annoying. It is a high quality chocolate, but even as a dark chocolate, oh, there we go. It's definitely coarser bits of pepper in this. It is a chocolate, even as a dark chocolate, is a bit on the sweet side. I could stand with this being a little bit more towards the higher cacao percentage. We're probably pushing past a 1 a tad. I definitely have. So what's interesting about Reapers is that often they'll give you a very intense roar, but right now it's fairly low key. But it's still intense, even though it's like on the lower end of stuff. Reapers are just really interesting how they react with me. Sometimes in ways I don't love. Oh, that last bite was a bit of a... Whew! Last bite was hotter than all the other ones prior to that. Must have been a little chunk in there or something. Sometimes you get caught on the receptors in the back and you just get this sort of surge almost, I guess. So that's, I got a little bit of eye watering is from that. Overall though, I would say this is between a 1 and a 2, but probably like not greatly over a 1. 1.25 maybe. I mean, I generally like all of the Willy Pete chocolate bars. This one was, I would have liked this had it been less sweet, for sure. This was a bit overly sweet for me. But you can definitely get a good amount of the pepper flavor here. Not so much the Fresno, definitely more on the Reaper side. But the aftertaste is really quite pleasant. And the burn is, like I said, it's maybe past a 1 just a little bit, but not like crazy far past it. I had this been just a little bit more towards the darker side of dark chocolate, I would have liked this actually quite a bit better. It's just the way my tastes run. Almost every one of these has just been a bit overly sweet for me. And, you know, that's just a facet, right? There's very, very few milk chocolate videos in this series. Because of that, I don't particularly like milk chocolate at all. It is almost always too sweet for me. And this one is, I just could have used it to be more bitter, I guess. But it is unquestionably, undeniably a high quality chocolate. That is very apparent throughout eating this. And I quite like this one. I'm not, I would put this in probably the upper 25% or so of the other Willy Pete stuff I've had. I don't know if this one is discontinued or not. If not, they should probably bring it back because it is a pretty decent bar overall. And I suppose that is always trying to time it around the seasons. That's probably somewhat of a trick, but I quite like this one. This one's really solid. Definitely, I could have used a bit more of a Fresno presence there as well for me personally, but I quite liked what was here. And like I said, most of the bars that are this size are not like crazy hot. That is reserved for the challenge bars where, I've done a few of those too. You can check out the challenges or the chocolate bars playlist. And some of those, they definitely get it on. This is, I don't think, intended to be like that, but quite nice overall. And we'll just leave it right there. So that was the Willy Pete Puckerbutt Dark Chocolate Bar. Now go forward in peace to serve the flame.